So I begin here in gratitude, in the chill and in the sounds of this beautiful morning. I'm in Ojai, California. I was called here so many years ago, around 1980, and I return here. I feel I'm in the great returning time and time again. I feel the call of the dolphins and the whales in my life, and in connection and in acknowledgement and respect for the Chumash peoples who are the stewards of these lands and waters. The dolphin tribe, they call themselves, as they came over from the Channel Islands, and the legend goes that some fell off and became these dolphins, these sisters and brothers in the sea. Why I came to this place this morning, I hope I was able to share it with you just a bit. It's a little sanctuary right in the middle of the town of Ojai. When I first came to this valley and saw this huge body of water coming over the mountains, I felt this is a watering hole. This is a place that I can give myself to and receive from and learn with. Sitting here in meditation this morning, I listened to all the sounds. So many of the city waking up, and yet the shrill of the birds was the loudest and the most penetrating that came into my heart. And I immediately thought of the plea and the intention and the work that 50-50, you know, that 50% at least please of the natural world, the non-human world, that it be protected, that it be loved, that it be seen and listened to and touched. So I'm here listening just by a little teeny creek in a place where I walk. Most days I'm here at sunset. And the beauty of today, called by Sabina Babette to be with the sunrise here. It's a blessing, even in these very, very tense and violent and troubled times, to begin in gratitude for this day, for simply being a small, small part of perhaps beauty, maybe carrying and living into the prayer to be part of the healing. When I sat at this big, beautiful tree this morning, the first person that came to me in my nothingness was Alan Slifka, beautiful elder, now here with us in a new and different way, who gave his life in so many times and so many journeys to be part of the healing in Israel. And his prayer, his word was coexistence. And some of us may think he failed or we failed with what's happening. And yet the way I hold it is with the practice of Thich Nhat Hanh, that we keep beginning again, that we keep heading towards the North Star. And so I am sitting this morning in this coexistence with a new road being paved, watching how much of the earth is left by the walking path, the bike path, the driving path. How the dove this morning of peace, some say, was the first sound I heard. And how the first jail in Ojai I showed maybe as I walked the camera around is just a few yards away from me, a tiny building. To recognize today the prison system, the prison in El Salvador, which houses thousands. I take that into my heart, into my body, and I feel the pain of it. And I know that when I'm in pain in my body, that I can act out in hate, in violence. I know that when I'm in pain emotionally, that I can act out in hatred. And so I return again to my breath, to my heart, to listening, and giving myself to this earth, to the mother. And something changes when I do that. Something opens. It doesn't take that long. But I remember this morning as I sit here how important it is. How when I came here in 1980 to the ridge, it's called the Dragon's Back in the upper valley of Ojai, how I was in such, as the crow calls. And I said, I can't keep going on fighting. I can't keep going on looking and searching for belonging, for family, for community, for paradise. I have to say, it is here now, and give myself and give everything I can to be part of it and to co-create it every minute. That is the gift that coming to this valley of Ojai, this ridge top, that is what it elicited and called out of me. And all of these years later, that's the path. That's the only thing really I know to do. To wake up every day, to listen again. Where am I to be and what is mine to do? To recognize the coexistence even here in the middle of the city of life. Such a mirror like of the star systems. What a system that is, if we dare call it that. It's not binary. It's not so I sit, I walk with the water as I did through LA this very weekend. And I ask again. And today, I get to sit with you, to talk with you, who I don't even know or see. I get to be with my partner, Wynn, who's holding this camera, this partnership that we agree to every day. We recommit and begin again after we maybe fall down. Because 1 + 1 makes 3. And it stops the us-them war and brings us into the circle of life. today, the sanctuary, the new sanctuary at Findhorn is being blessed in Scotland after a terrible fire. What a blessing. I want to water that beauty. Today, I get to walk with the head of the youth program that we started 40 years ago, maybe, at the Ojai Foundation. And this one continues it today, even through changing directors, changing attitudes, difficult times and turmoils. Still, the youth, the young ones come to sit in circle and to do a rite of passage. What a blessing. And today, I get to be on Zoom with one of the co-founders of the Soviet-American heart-to-heart exchange, to share, to cry, to grieve, to touch in on the death of one of our loved ones, another co-founder, Jim Hickman. And together, we know and we realize more and more that these beings, these ones we say who are gone, are not gone. They are here with us as part of coexistence. So I call on them. I call on all my ancestors, all the ancestors, all of our ancestors, to be part of the healing, to be with the love of the mother in all her forms, to water the plants, the seeds of beauty that are here, and to be willing to stand up and say no. I don't need to say what to say no to. I only need to keep listening and to walk out my front door with you every day as community and find our way. I think it was Ram Dass who said, we are all walking each other home. Thank you for sharing my home for now with me today. I have no idea how much time I've spoken, but I'm going to walk this path a little bit. And say just enough for now. May we continue in gratitude for the circle of life. Even if we've broken our vow 1,000 times, come, come, come yet again, come. Along the creek, finding the water, wherever we are, and saying thank you.